sound goes round and round. Photography is 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 sound goes round and round. The photography is sound goes round. I can remember watching you paint, and all I could do was look up at the light, and colors began to blossom in her eyes. Fact is, there comes a time we must place faith in our mistakes. I'll never forget that day. There was a moth in your coloring book, eating away the cloth birthplace of those watercolor marks you made, washing where the remains in clear shades of gray you had traced over a grace encounter with the shore's face. Who knew that afternoon our fate was drowning in two tones of blue? Even this moon stole the sun's truth, refracting it as a million reflections of bright eyes with youthful insight, where ultraviolet rays find inspiration in the shadows of waves as they break into silence on these sandy graves you paint. I stood silent, watching you paint, and all I could do was look up at the light to see, but it was too bright, blinding the iris of my eyes. Suddenly these colors began to blossom and arise, developing these negatives into the pictures I scribe. Fact is, there comes a time we must place faith in our mistakes. I'll never forget that day. No, I'll never forget that day.
Rustling leaves surrounding nearly dead trees. The hustle and the bustle clumped down within the city walls. Each stone marked with names and some numbers for those of who get to forever rest in slumber. Now we're gathering the people on this less endured occasion. You can feel the weight of the combined heartbreak, and you can hear the screams of a broken mother. You taste the tears shed for her son. She loved him now that her lied behind all the crying eyes. The bravery to hold him back certainly was a pride, and I felt colder than his empty body. I wasn't there for him. Could you tell him that I'm sorry?
She holds his hand just a little longer than he anticipated, twiddling the knot around his finger. She's looking him in the eyes with such intensity, it's almost unbearable not to touch her. She brings her lips close enough to his ear so he can hear her bite them. She whispers something to Devilwood. He doesn't fight himself any longer, forgetting the fact that he'll never keep her. She's as free as a paper airplane, but she's still just crumpled newspaper. He takes her by the hand, a poison that made him say, "I'll stay." He leads her out. She smiles like the devil.
So, how'd you guys get together?
Well, I know these two guys. These are some of my best friends, and I wanted to create an experience, and I knew that John had the writing, and he's a writer, and I think we all just collaborate on the concept of emotion, so we just went forward.
I've known him through art for a while, and I've known Peter since high school. And yeah, I mean, like, it just came about. He got booked for the show, then he asked me to do it, then we asked Peter to do it, and it all came together.
Cool.
Like peas in a pod.
That girl, that fucking girl. You are the culmination of what it means to be that fucking girl. You stole all my old school video games. You played Rampage with my mind and shot holes through my heart like Duck Hunt. princess, disguised as Donkey Kong. Every word is another barrel for me to jump over. There's only one way to your heart, and that's through pipe warps to level 8. If I was Pac-Man and you were Mrs. Pac-Man, we'd be divorced before 16-bit was ever around. If this relationship was like track and field, I would be the mat and you would just be running all over me. And though you cheated on me, I gotta cheat for you. Up, up, down, down, left, right, PA, PA, select, start. Because you were my Zelda, and you drained the hero's heart. But my light is like the Triforce, shining on forever, even though this relationship is done.